What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Tro at the channel Talk Like Nobody's Listening. Um, and I underscore Trovert. I Trovert. But basically, I just want to say today, uh, everything takes baby steps. Us as parents, we have to instill the good part of us inside of our children and warn them about the bad side of us and the bad side of humans, bad side of life. All right, we have to warn them about that bad side. And what I mean by bad side is the negative thoughts, the threats, negative behavior, all the things that can damage your progress to move forward. We have to warn them that those things could be detrimental to your growth. And us as adults, we have to remember that us reminding our children these things, we must be a model of the things we say. Okay? Because kids are not going to just listen to you, they're going to follow your lead. So if you're saying a bunch of stuff that's not necessarily correlating over to your activity or your actions, after a while they're going to see through that. Kids are human just like us. They pick up on signs and tendencies just like us. Just like how does a kid get spoiled? They realize they ask and beg for something, and then they get it after a certain point because we as parents give in. We got to remember we can't just give in and just give it to them because that's creating the spoiled behavior. So as parents, as adults, we got to remember everything is baby steps. Not saying you got to go to this military dramatic change all of a sudden, but we have to change the small things we don't like. And all the small things lead up to something major. Okay? And me personally, I'm not perfect. I have things that I do wrong all the time. But I always make sure I talk to my kids and I tell them when I'm wrong. And I also say, I tell them every single day that I love them. Even when I'm mad at them, I still tell them I love them because love trumps all this craziness out here. If you would steal that kind of behavior in your children, all right? Because I said before in another video, we are the gatekeepers. We are the ones who allows and doesn't allow, all right? So there's no way we can go through this life and let our kids listen to you know, all this different type of hip hop that's talking about your bunch of stuff they're not being true to. If you're gonna let your kids listen to that kind of music, and it's not just hip hop, it's music, it's movies, is TV shows. You gotta explain to them that if they're gonna look at this stuff and listen to this stuff, that these people are not who they really say. All right, especially these rappers. It's pretty ridiculous. I mean, you got to have an understanding with your children to let them know what's real and what's not. And that's another thing about